Bryan Mbeumo, let's bring you the latest on him. Bryan Mbeumo is waiting permission to undergo his Manchester United medical. Man United are closing in on agreement, but Mbeumo and the basics of the deal are in place, with negotiations now focusing on add-ons and the structure of payments. United are set to pay a base fee of around 60 million, with potential bonus payments increasing the deal to 65 million as well. The question therefore still remains, why have we not got this deal done? To which the answer is, we still don't know. We in the United Stand Towers were almost hoping that we would see a here we go today. But honestly, Ben Jacobs said, look, Mbeumo is waiting for permission to undergo a medical. So it is a transfer request in the sense that he just wants to go. It's not like nasty or, demanding anything. I think he's just like, this has been going on for the entirety of June and we're nearly at pre-season and we're arguing about add-ons. Can I just go and do my medical and find out, where my future is? Because he just wants to get on with it. Very, very clearly, quite a few journalists are talking about that. So it's very, very clear that he just wants to get on with it, really. But add-ons are being finalised with total package exceeding £60 million. Look, we still have got a little bit of time on this. I'm not stressed about it at all. I've never felt, since David Ornstein said that we're going to sign, that we were in for him, I never thought that there was any doubt that we would get Mbeumo. We still do have a week and a half until pre-season, and he should be there or thereabouts unless something ridiculous starts to happen, because he obviously desperately wants to do the medical and get signed, and we do have a little bit of time in relation to the pre-season starting. But obviously, the sooner this deal gets done, the sooner we can work on other deals. So hopefully we are going to see that here we go, that I think some of us actually, if I'm being honest, were expecting today. We literally had images and artwork ready to go. So we were partially thinking today. But what I would say about a here we go on Mbeumo is it could happen any time in the next 60 seconds and 60 days. And that's sort of where we are when it comes to Manchester United. Hello everybody, today's clip is supported by Sleeper. Before we dive in, let me tell you a bit more about Sleeper. This app is making serious waves. It was the #1 downloaded sports app in the US during the NFL season, even beating heavyweights such as ESPN and Yahoo. Sleeper isn't just popular, it's because they truly deliver the best fantasy experience. You get deeper customization, more league options, and all the bells and whistles that make managing your fantasy team a blast. But that's not all. Sleeper is growing a fantastic community with several million people using it daily for their sports fix. Sleeper has a broad appeal and is genuinely built for everyone. So, if you're looking to up your fantasy game, make sure to check out Sleeper by clicking the link in the video description. Trust me, you won't regret it. What I would say is, and it is worth acknowledging, Brentford have got every right to offer to make their stand that they want the same money as for Cunha. I would say that Mbeumo and Cunha sort of replicated each other fantastically well last season. The goals and assists they got in the teams they were playing for, week in, week out, was ridiculous. It wasn't like a hotspot where they had like a couple of good months. I've had plenty of players like those over the... That sounds wrong. I've seen plenty of those players over the years that have like a hot month or two. We've seen it with Rashford, but this was from season start to season end from both of them. So I think Brentford had the right to say, look, you've just bought Cunha, we want the same money. I think that this is just pure observation. It's not even that deep because we're only talking about probably 5 to 10 million. And what could that do for Man United? I don't know. But we have spent a lot of time effectively paying what Brentford wanted to pay. It reminds me a lot of the Leicester deal with Harry Maguire, which took about 7 weeks, and we ended up giving them £80 million. Now, we're not paying stupid money for Mbeumo. I think if you're paying 62 million for Cunha, which was a little bit much, but it was a release clause. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is we've probably overpaid. But we're just not good at negotiating. And we could have saved 3 weeks by just doing this deal at the start. But I think what United have tried to do is say, yeah, but Cunha's 62 million because he's got a release clause. And Mbeumo doesn't have a release clause. In which case, I think Brentford have said, well, we'll ask for more then. We think Wolves undervalued him with the release clause. I think they overvalued Cunha a little bit. So we've ended up giving Brentford what they wanted. We've not negotiated anything in the last month, really, have we? So, I mean, look, does it matter? Not massively, but we haven't negotiated anything special in the last 4 weeks that we wouldn't have known 4 weeks ago. So ultimately, I think positive signing, really positive. I think he's the right age. I think he's got the right attitude, which is unlike some of the players that we've bought in recent years. When you look at Anthony, he was young. It was the Eredivisie. When you look at Sancho, he was young. It was the Bundesliga. You look at Cunha and you look at Mbeumo and you go fantastic Premier League seasons last year, both in their mid-20s, both hungry, both want to play for Manchester United. I think hopefully, fingers crossed, this is a turning of a page for Manchester United with Mbeumo. The story I really do like, though, and I really, 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 really do hope that there is something true in this. It's in the Times. It's from Paul Hurst, and it says, after the deal of Cunha and Mbeumo, United will be in the market to try and sign a striker, a wing-back, a midfielder, a goalkeeper. Sales will be an important factor in filling in these gaps. Now, I really, 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 really hope this is true. I really, really do. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but that has to be the aim for the rest of this transfer window. Striker, wing-back, midfielder, goalkeeper. Especially striker and goalkeeper. Now, what I would say is, obviously, I don't want to go over old ground that we spoke about last night. I'm still going to say we're not getting these players in for the US tour. Like, we're not going to get them. You can decide whether that's good or bad, but we're not. We're going to be in the same position again where we play Arsenal, open game, and we probably don't have everybody. And those players that have come in after Mbeumo will be probably a week, if they're lucky, pre-season with United. So we're not getting these players in for the US tour. We're not getting these players in for pre-season, and we're probably not getting them in time for the Arsenal game. But look, the transfer window is August the 31st, and as much as I want the club to be efficient and behave in the right way, we haven't for 10 years. And maybe this is just who we are now. We are a football club that thinks about the Excel spreadsheet. We are a football club that negotiates slowly. And we've been slow on Cunha and we've been slow on Mbeumo, really. We just started them earlier than we normally would. So I am positive in the hope that after Mbeumo, there will be a striker, there will be a goalkeeper, there will be a midfielder, and there will be a wing-back. If you want a negative angle on it, they're not going to be coming in quick. I mean, I think we could have all those players for after the next international break. Ronaldo was after the international break. Agate was after the international break. Casemiro was after the international break. So, look, these players, if we get them, who knows when they are going to be, but I would have to say you would rather get them than not get them. And hopefully that will happen. Goldbridge, that's the end of the clip. I'm sure you enjoyed it. In fact, I bet that's the best clip you've ever watched. So there's no reason not to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you never miss a clip again. In fact, smash a like on the video because we all know only legends like videos and you are all legends. So please smash a like on the video and we will see you again on the next one. Thank you very much for watching as always.